Caroline, thank you. A lot of excitement following that launch, and San Diego will play a role in its finishing chapter. Here to talk more about that, we have the local exhibit, or rather, we also want to talk about the local exhibit that will follow the mission. Lisa Will, astronomy and physics professor at San Diego City College and the resident astronomer at the Fleet Science Center. We want to thank you for being here and joining us this afternoon.
Oh, thanks for having me.
This is always so fascinating. I mean, I don't know who's not glued to the screen right now whenever we talk about Artemis 2. Why do you think Artemis 2, why is this so exciting for our generation?
I think in many ways it's aspirational, right? It shows us the best of what humanity can do when we all work together, and I think we could really use that.
Yes.
And for many people, they weren't alive during the Apollo missions.
That's true. What are you personally hoping to learn from this mission?
I'm always happy that the spacecraft works. We have a lot to actually learn with people being in it. There was a previous Artemis 1 mission back in November of 2022, but it just had mannequins with sensors. And so this is the ability for humans to actually test out the spacecraft. And I'm hoping they learn it works perfectly.
Yes. I remember we were watching the launch, and if there was a launch that could go flawlessly, that might have been it.
Oh, it looked great. I mean, the boosters even separated symmetrically. It was lovely.
We keep talking about, you know, San Diego has a role in this mission. Talk about that.
Well, the Artemis missions have been splashing down off the coast of San Diego. So when the spacecraft returns a week from today, it will be right off our coast.
And that's, it's like 60 miles off our coastline, I believe, something along those lines.
Yeah, and NASA and the U.S. Navy will have ships there to recover the astronauts.
Why, okay, hopefully you can answer this, but why does it, when it splashes down, the Earth is large, why is it coming down off our coast?
I'm not actually, well, first of all, like the NASA missions have always come down in water using parachutes to sort of soften the blow of landing. San Diego is good strategic location for having U.S. Navy ships available to come pick them up. So
there's that. I mean, and we're good for that. What is Artemis Week at the Fleet, by the way?
So especially over the days of April 9th through 11th, the Fleet Science Center will be having a variety of activities special to Artemis that people can engage in. There will be local San Diego scientists and NASA team members to be there to engage with the public. There are models of the spacecraft themselves that people can play with, including an Orion capsule simulator. And then next Friday for Splashtown, they're actually in the Giant Dome Theater going to be broadcasting the Splashtown as it happens.
Oh my gosh, I love that idea.
Yeah, that'll be a separate ticketed event, so you'll want to look at the website about that.
Well, you know what? I don't even know what time that splashdown is supposed to happen, but I almost think, well, it kind of just missed spring break. Just a little bit. But that's so fascinating. Anything else you want people to know about, if they're curious about, I don't know, going to space one day, what they can find at the Fleet Science Center?
Oh, so the Fleet Science Center, they have multiple displays dealing with physics and astronomy. We do the Sky Tonight planetarium shows every month that I host the first Wednesday night and the second Sunday in the Giant Dome Theater. And so if you want the feeling of being in space, but you're unfortunate enough not to be an astronaut, come join us for our planetarium shows.
Lisa, I also have to ask, in class, wait, is it spring break right now at the college?
It is.
Oh, it is. I was going to say, what have the students been saying, or what have they been asking you about?
I look forward to getting more of the reaction next week after the mission has successfully launched. You know, this was postponed from launch date back in February, so I think people kind of wait to like, oh, will it happen? Will it happen? And now, especially since NASA does such great social media, I'm sure the students are seeing a lot more information about what's going on.
Oh yeah. All right, Lisa, thank you so much. I mean, I could talk about this for another hour because it is absolutely fascinating. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course, and if you want any more information on what we just talked about or any of the events that's happening over at the Fleet Science Center, you can go to our website, fox5sandiego.com, click the Scene On tab. Thank you again.